Have you ever wondered why mental health is often considered a taboo topic, even in the 21st century? Let's take a moment to ponder this. Despite our advancements in technology, science, and societal norms, the subject of mental health still carries a stigma. It's often misunderstood, overlooked, or even dismissed entirely due to these deeply ingrained misconceptions. One common misconception is that mental health problems are a sign of weakness or are something that people can just snap out of. This couldn't be further from the truth. Mental health conditions are real, medical conditions that affect millions of people globally. They are not a choice, a character flaw, or a sign of weakness. They can affect anyone, regardless of age, gender, social status, or ethnicity. Another widely held misconception is that people with mental health issues are dangerous or unpredictable. This stigma is fueled by media stereotypes and lack of understanding. In reality, those with mental health conditions are more likely to be victims of violence rather than perpetrators. Some believe that mental health problems are rare and won't affect them. The reality is that mental health conditions are more prevalent than many would think. In fact, nearly 1 in 5 adults experience mental health issues each year. Yet despite its prevalence, mental health is often pushed under the rug or shrouded in silence, promoting a cycle of stigma and misunderstanding. There's also a misconception that children don't experience mental health problems. This is simply not true. Even children can show early signs of mental health conditions. These are real, common, and treatable. Yet less than half of children with these problems receive the help they need. The truth is, mental health is just as important as physical health, if not more. Understanding this is the first step to breaking down the barriers of stigma and misconception. It's time we shift our perspective and start viewing mental health as a vital part of our overall well-being. Because mental health matters to each and every one of us. So, what exactly is mental health? Mental health, in its simplest form, is a state of well-being where an individual realizes their own abilities, can cope with the normal stresses of life, can work productively and fruitfully, and is able to make a contribution to their community. It's not just the absence of mental disorders or disabilities, it's an integral part of our overall health. Indeed, there is no health without mental health. Now, let's delve deeper. Mental health affects how we think, feel, and behave. It impacts our perception of the world around us, our self-image, and our relationships with others. It determines how we handle stress, how we make decisions, and how we cope with life's ups and downs. A healthy mental state enables us to enjoy life, to bounce back after difficult experiences, and to balance different elements of our life such as work and leisure. But why is mental health so important? Well, every aspect of our life is influenced by our mental health. It affects our ability to focus at work or school, to build strong relationships, and to enjoy and appreciate the world around us. It also plays a big role in our physical health. The mind and the body are intrinsically linked. When our mental health suffers, our physical health often does too. Mental health is important at every stage of life, from childhood and adolescence through adulthood. It's a critical aspect of our life that needs to be taken care of just like our physical health. It's not something that should be overlooked or taken for granted. It's also worth noting that mental health problems are common and nothing to be ashamed of. They can affect anyone regardless of age, gender, social status, or ethnicity. The good news is that most mental health problems can be managed or overcome with the right help and support. Understanding mental health is the first step towards breaking the stigma and promoting well-being. Did you know that there are several types of mental health conditions? In the vast landscape of our minds, we can encounter a variety of mental health conditions. Some of these are common and you might have heard of them. Let's briefly outline a few. First up, we have depression. It's more than just feeling sad or having a bad day. Depression is a serious condition that affects how you feel, think, and handle daily activities. It can cause feelings of sadness, loss of interest in activities once enjoyed, and can lead to various emotional and physical problems. Next, we have anxiety disorders. These are not just about feeling nervous before a big event. They consist of excessive and persistent worry and fear about everyday situations. This constant state of worry can interfere with daily activities and may last for 6 months or more. Then there's schizophrenia, a chronic and severe mental disorder that affects how a person thinks, feels, and behaves. People with schizophrenia may seem like they have lost touch with reality, which causes significant distress for the individual and those around them. And lastly, let's talk about bipolar disorder, a condition that causes extreme mood swings that include emotional highs, known as mania, and lows, known as depression. These mood swings can affect sleep, energy, activity, judgment, behavior, and the ability to think clearly. Each of these conditions has its own unique set of symptoms and requires different treatments. Some might need medication, others might benefit more from therapy, while others might require a combination of both. The important thing to remember here is that these conditions are not a choice or a sign of weakness. They are health conditions just like diabetes or heart disease. And just as with these physical conditions, mental health conditions need care and treatment. Recognizing these conditions is crucial for early diagnosis and treatment. It's time we treat mental health with the same urgency and respect as we do physical health, because mental health matters, and so do you. Are you aware of the many myths surrounding mental health? Let's dive into some of these misconceptions and shed light on the facts. One prevalent myth is that mental health problems are rare. However, the reality is quite different. Mental health problems are actually quite common. According to the World Health Organization, 1 in 4 people will be affected by a mental health condition at some point in their lives. Another common myth is that people with mental health problems are violent or unpredictable. This stereotype is not only false but also harmful. The fact is, individuals with mental health conditions are more likely to be victims of violence rather than perpetrators. Then there's the myth that mental health problems are a sign of weakness or are self-inflicted. This misconception couldn't be further from the truth. Mental health conditions are not a choice and can affect anyone, regardless of their strength, character, or resilience. They are a result of a complex interplay of genetic, biological, personality, and environmental factors. Some people also believe that children and teenagers can't experience mental health problems. Again, this is a myth. Mental health conditions can affect individuals of all ages, including children and adolescents. In fact, many mental health conditions first appear during adolescence or early adulthood. And finally, the myth that people with mental health problems can't recover. This is a particularly damaging misconception. With the right support and treatment, most people with mental health conditions can and do lead fulfilling, productive lives. Recovery is not a linear process, and everyone's journey is unique, but it is certainly possible. Dispelling these myths is essential for fostering a healthy and supportive environment for those struggling with mental health conditions. By understanding and sharing the facts, we can help to reduce stigma, encourage open conversations about mental health, and promote a more inclusive society. Ever wondered how mental health can impact one's life? Mental health conditions are not just about feeling down or experiencing occasional anxiety. They are serious conditions that can affect every aspect of an individual's existence, from their relationships and careers to their overall quality of life. Imagine a spider web. Each thread represents a different aspect of our life: work, relationships, hobbies, physical health, and so on. Mental health conditions, like a disruptive force, can stir up this web, causing the threads to become tangled and broken. Let's start with relationships. When someone is grappling with a mental health condition, it can strain their relationships with family, friends, and partners. They may withdraw, become irritable, or struggle to communicate their feelings effectively. This can lead to misunderstanding and isolation, further exacerbating their mental health issues. At work, mental health conditions can lead to decreased productivity, a lack of focus, and even job loss. Individuals may find it challenging to meet deadlines, contribute to team efforts, or engage with customers or clients. This can result in a serious blow to their financial stability and self-esteem. Our mental health also has a profound impact on our physical health. Conditions like depression and anxiety can lead to sleep disturbances, changes in appetite, and even physical pain. Over time, these can contribute to chronic health conditions like heart disease and diabetes. Most importantly, mental health conditions can affect an individual's overall quality of life. They may lose interest in activities they once enjoyed, struggle to find motivation, or experience feelings of hopelessness. This can make every day feel like an uphill battle, taking a toll on their well-being and happiness. But it's not all doom and gloom. With the right support and treatment, individuals battling mental health conditions can regain control of their lives. Therapy, medication, and lifestyle changes can help them manage their symptoms, repair their relationships, and find fulfillment in their work and hobbies. Mental health conditions can be debilitating, but with the right support and treatment, individuals can lead fulfilling lives. Why is mental health awareness so important? Mental health awareness holds immense importance for our society, and its significance cannot be overstated. It is a catalyst for change, a beacon of hope, and a tool for empowerment. It's about more than just understanding the medical aspects of mental illness. It's about understanding the people behind the diagnosis and the lives they lead. Being aware of mental health conditions helps to dispel the cloud of stigma that often surrounds them. Stigma can be a significant barrier for those who need help. It can prevent them from seeking treatment, isolate them from their communities, and even exacerbate their condition. Mental health awareness encourages empathy, understanding, and acceptance, creating a society where people feel supported and understood, not judged or shunned. Moreover, mental health awareness promotes early intervention. It allows us to recognize the signs of mental distress in ourselves and others, enabling us to seek help sooner rather than later. Early intervention can make a considerable difference in the trajectory of a mental health condition. It can mean the difference between manageable symptoms and a debilitating condition, between isolation and a supportive network of friends and family. But perhaps most importantly, mental health awareness improves the lives of those affected by mental health conditions. It fosters an environment where people feel comfortable discussing their experiences without fear of judgment. It encourages those affected to seek help, knowing they are not alone in their struggle. It brings mental health conversations out of the shadows and into the mainstream where they belong. Mental health awareness isn't just about educating the public, it's about creating a world where mental health is seen as just as important as physical health. It's about shifting attitudes and changing lives. It's about making mental health a topic that we can all talk about openly and honestly, without fear or shame. So let's continue to learn, to listen, and to understand. Let's continue to break down barriers and build bridges. Let's continue to spread awareness and cultivate compassion, because at the end of the day, awareness is the key to change. So, how can you take care of your mental health? It's a question that deserves our undivided attention. While there are myriad strategies to maintain a healthy mind, we'll delve into some key ones today. Firstly, let's not underestimate the power of physical activity. Regular exercise isn't just good for your body, it's a boon for your mind too. Engaging in activities that get your heart pumping can help reduce feelings of anxiety and depression. It could be as simple as a brisk walk in the park or a vigorous session of aerobics in your living room. The goal is to get moving and keep those endorphins flowing. The next strategy is mindful eating. It's not just about what you eat, but how you eat it. A balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains can do wonders for your mental well-being. Additionally, eating meals without distractions, savoring each bite, and appreciating the nourishment you're providing your body can help cultivate a positive relationship with food. A good night's sleep is another vital component of mental health. It's during sleep that our body and mind rejuvenate. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. Create a sleep-friendly environment, dark, quiet, and cool, and establish a consistent sleep schedule to help regulate your body's internal clock. Last but not least, don't hesitate to seek professional help when you need it. There's no shame in reaching out to a mental health professional if you're feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or depressed. Therapists, psychologists, and psychiatrists are trained to help you navigate through these feelings and develop coping strategies. Remember, mental health is a journey, not a destination. It's about ongoing maintenance and care. It's about making yourself a priority and dedicating time each day to nourish your mind, just as you would your body. Taking care of your mental health should be a priority, not an afterthought. So let's make a pledge to incorporate these strategies into our daily routines. Let's promise ourselves to take care of our mental health because we're worth it. Now that you understand the importance of mental health, what can you do about it? It's time to take action. Use your newfound awareness to make a significant difference in your life and in the lives of others. Share this information with your friends, family, and colleagues. The more people who understand mental health, the less stigma there will be. Support those around you who are struggling. Listen without judgment. Offer a shoulder to lean on. Encourage them to seek professional help if they need it. You don't have to be a mental health professional to make a difference. And let's not forget about self-care. Prioritize your mental well-being. Practice mindfulness, maintain a balanced diet, get regular exercise, and ensure you have enough rest. Reach out if you need help. It's up to each of us to contribute to a world where mental health is valued and respected. Remember, mental health matters. Start the conversation, break the stigma, and take care of your mental health today.